What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fighees YouTube channel, and it is time for random wrestling merch of the month for the month of May. Now, if you're unaware of what that is, I take a look at 5 random wrestling pieces of merch. We talk about them, we review them, and what they mean, so stay tuned. We got some cool stuff this month. Alright guys, so it is random wrestling merch of the month for the month of May 2022, and as usual it is brought to you by the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, a 500 plus page guide to over 40 years of wrestling figure collecting. Keep track of what you have, want, and need. Available now on Amazon.com in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle. But I know why you're here, and we're just going to get right into it because I got a lot of cool, fun stuff this month. First up, got these from my buddy Figvault. These are WWF Colosseum video collector stamps. Now there's 3 different sheets and it ultimately gives you 12 different superstars. So I'm gonna take a look at them. We're gonna look at all 3. First up, we have this sheet that has the Macho Man Randy Savage, the newly inducted Hall of Famers of the Steiner Brothers, Mr. Perfect, and the late, great Reza Ramon. These are like perforated, which makes me assume that they actually can be used as stamps, maybe not on an actual envelope, but you know, collector stamps. And the way they feel, they might, you know, be a little adhesive if you were to wet them. But as you can see, it has 3 of each superstar on there. So it has 3 Macho Man, 3 Steiner Brothers, 3 Razor Ramones, and 3 Mr. Perfects. Pretty cool, each in their own individual color. Next up, we have this one that features Bret the Hitman Hart, Tatanka, The Undertaker, and I thought this was interesting, Kamala. Kamala, you don't see Kamala on too much merchandise. Again, 3 of each. The Kamala one really was my favorite. I love that he's got the necklace on. Very cool. The Undertaker's pretty sweet too. But you know, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, and Tatanka are pictures we've seen a lot on a lot of different merchandise. But the Kamala is just like, you know, you don't expect that. And last but not least, my favorite of them, right here. This one has Hulk Hogan. Pretty cool picture. At first I thought he had the black eye, but he doesn't. Big Boss Man, Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and the Nasty Boys. How cool is that? Another thing, you don't really see too many WWF Nasty Boys merchandise, aside from obviously their figures, obviously, you know, a couple shirts. You know, there's not too much merchandise. And to me, I mean, I loved the Nasty Boys. I was terrified of them when I would go to live events, because I remember one time they were yelling at my dad. He was yelling back. You know, all part of the show, but man, it scared the crap out of me. So, I thought these were pretty awesome. So thanks to Figvault for these. Hit him up on Instagram. He's got a great account. One of my good buddies. Next up, this is something that, believe it or not, my mom gave to me, and I thought it was pretty cool. The John Cena WWE Antibacterial Wet Wipes. I'm going to keep these, and there's a reason why I'm going to keep these. This is, to me, this is a time capsule, right? 2020 came, and everybody and everything, every brand had antibacterial wipes. I am very curious as to whether or not WWE would have had antibacterial wipes if it wasn't for COVID-19. But they have like a cartoon style face on them. They had The Rock, they had Bayley, they had, I believe, Becky Lynch, John Cena, and a few others. Seth Rollins, I think, Roman Reigns maybe. And I just think these are so cool. And the funniest thing to me is that these are by Yo-Yo Lip Gloss. I think this is probably the only WWE product that is by Yo-Yo Lip Gloss. Just, it's so obscure, it's so strange, and it's funny because my mom knew that I would love this. I don't even know where she still found them because I haven't seen these in stores in forever. But I thought it was a cool little, cheap little gift to give somebody, especially as a collector. And it's definitely a random wrestling merch item. And I mean, like, you know, when's the last time John Cena wore that? It's been a little bit, especially since he hasn't really been in WWE too often, right? I like the logo there too. The Tri logo. Very, very cool. Strange. Definitely something I'm going to hold on to. Like I said, it's a time capsule. You know, certain things like masks and stuff like that, like they were not a part of our everyday must-have life until 2020. You know, sure, there were people that wore masks. Sure, there were people that used antibacterial wipes in you know, in their purse or whatever they would use them in. Everybody had this stuff. That's what's so. What's it called? Drawing a blank here. The hand wash, hand sanitizer. Another thing. Crazy. Next up, this is pretty cool. I found this in my storage. This is a bicycle, like from the playing cards, bicycle game. WCW, it's called Save the Pain, Play the Game, the full impact card game. All right. And I've never played it. Obviously it's sealed. It says the Fast and Furious card game that lets you jump from the top rope and elbow smash your best friend in the head. You can be part of the action as you compete to see who will be the next champion. You'll find all your favorite wrestlers from WCW along with moves that made them famous. Now stop reading and start wrestling. I like that. It's even got the WCW.com website on it. And the thing that I thought was this is from 99. The thing that I thought was so random about this is that it's obvious that Bicycle was just trying to get in on the wrestling cash grab at the time in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it's so obvious based on who they used to sell their product. This is on the cover of the box of this item. Prince Iaukea and Kanyon. Now listen, nothing against Kanyon, nothing against Prince Iaukea, but why isn't Goldberg on here? Why isn't Hogan, Nash, Sting, somebody like that on the cover of this? They're on the inside, right? We got Hogan here, Nash, we've got Sting here, and I'm just so confused by this. We've even got the Nasty Boys on here. You know, I know Brian Knobbs was in WCW then, but I don't know if as a Nasty Boy, right? He was a hardcore wrestler. Hardcore division. It's got La Parka, Charles Robinson. We've got Sid on the back. But on the cover of the package, you have Kanyon and Prince Iaukea? Huh. Interesting. But still pretty cool. That's what just made it so random to me. And it's even got these little looks like little stones in there, but I guess they're like markers for something. Pretty cool. Interesting, strange. No interest to play it. Definitely interested in holding on to it. I like weird stuff like this. Next up, I did show off the this was in storage from my dad, actually. He used to be a vendor at one point when I was a kid at a local flea mart. And this is a 16-month 2004 wall calendar. I showed off the WWE wall calendar a couple episodes ago of Random Wrestling Merch, but this is the Divas 2004 wall calendar. Now on the cover, you'll see Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus, and Stacy Keibler. You know, the main three, right, at the time. On the back, though, it has Terry Runnels, Jacqueline, Ivory, Stacy Keibler. We've got Molly Holly, Tori Wilson. Right here, we've got, who's that? Dawn Marie and Victoria. We have Jazz, Nydia. That one popped me. You don't see too much Nydia merchandise. Lita, and of course Trish Stratus. So I thought that was pretty cool. No need for me to open it. It's sealed. You don't see too many sealed calendars But back in the day, this was actually a $10.99 calendar. So $11 to have a 16-month wall calendar, not too bad. And it's got some interesting names, like I said, Dawn Marie, Nydia, Jazz. You know, not too much merchandise of these girls, unfortunately. It's a shame we never got a Jazz figure. But I thought that was pretty cool. And last but not least, I found this recently in my storage. This is from my childhood, and it instantly brought me back. I'm sure a lot of us had this as a kid, if you're around my age. And it is the WCW NWO Pillow. I had the whole bed set, right? I had the sheets, I had the comforter, and of course I had the pillows. It's not a pillowcase, it's actually a sewn up pillow, which I think is pretty cool. We got Hogan right here. We've got the Giant there. On this side, we've got the Macho Man Randy Savage. And it like continues over, so like there's a seam here, but obviously it's perfectly sewn. I don't know, I just think it's so cool. It's got the Hollywood Hogan logo. It says New World Order all over it. You can tell right here, if the print continued, it would have Sting. I think I have another one somewhere. Very cool though. If you guys can't tell, I'm a sucker for pillows. I don't know why. I just think that I like merchandise like that to really expand out. I eventually do want the original from like 91 WWF sheets. I want them sealed. I have the comforter, I have the sheets, I have the pillowcases, all loose, but I want them sealed. Come on, look how cool that is. I think that's awesome, man. Look at that. So, yeah, pretty cool. So I showed off this month of May. We got the collector stamp sheets. We got the John Cena antibacterial wipes. Got the Full Impact WCW Bicycle card game, which I think is awesome. And so strange, obscure, and unnecessary. Also have the Divas of WWE calendar for 2004. It's got Terry, Jacqueline, Ivory, Stacy Keibler, Molly Holly, Tori Wilson, Dawn Marie, Victoria, Jazz, Nydia, Lita, and of course Trish Stratus. I mean, how often do you see these? I even looked them up on eBay at the time that I found it, and there wasn't any up there. Not saying it's rare or worth money, it's just, you know, you don't see them often. And of course, the WCW NWO Pillow with the Giant, Hulkster, Macho Man, and a little bit of the Sting Scorpion down here. So, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fighees. Pick up the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com. And go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Fighees for all your merchandise needs. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fighees Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, a 500-plus page guide to over 40-plus years of wrestling figure collecting. As heard on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, it features WWE, WWF, WCW, ECW, TNA, NJPW, AEW, Ring of Honor, AWA, Dragon Gate, CMLL, AJPW, AAA, and more. Professionally organized so you can keep track of mock, loose, value, and much more. Fighees Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fighees. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/Fighees. Don't forget to check out our official sponsor, TheWrestlingPlace.com, for all your action figure needs.